That may be true. It may be. But when you score 50, we start the show with you. Yeah, it was a 50 piece. Joel Embiid is today's money moment, brought to you by Chime. The 76ers got the win in Game 3 behind his first 50-point performance in the playoffs. And man, oh man, he was efficient. He was the first player in NBA history to put up 50 in the playoffs with fewer than 20 shot attempts. Of course, it helped that it was a chippy game. He went 19 for 21 from the free throw line. When I say chippy, I mean that when Tom Thibodeau was asked about the antics, that was the word that was used in the game, he had to clarify on which instance that the reporter was talking about, Stephen A. So let's take a look at your fight factor meter. What are you expecting here today?
I'm not expecting a fight. They're not stupid. You know, you're going to get yourself ejected. You don't want that. This is a playoff series. Obviously, the Philadelphia 76ers, in all seriousness, have an opportunity to tie this series up. Anytime you got Embiid, look at the way that he looked, you can make something happen, especially with Tyrese Maxey as his sidekick, no doubt about that. You're not going to get yourself ejected, so I don't think it's going to be any fisticuffs or anything like that, but it is going to be some intensity, some physicality, and that may be all that's required to derail Joel Embiid because we know that his health is severely compromised. I expect a physical game. I expect a lot of grit on both sides, but a fight and all of that, I'm not worried about that. They know better. They ain't that stupid.
I expect hamburgers. I expect hamburgers.
I thought it was cheesesteaks.
Nah, it's hamburgers because they got beef. They got beef in this in a good way. And, yes, we know how dominant Joel Embiid has been on one leg, but Tyrese Maxey is averaging 31 points on 51% shooting. Somebody has to shut that water off. I'm looking at OG Anunoby, one of the most versatile, if not the most versatile defenders in the league on the perimeter. Can he take on the challenge? But this is what it's made for right here. New York versus Philly, we got smoke.
You know, we can't expect Joel Embiid to have put up another 50 today. And that doesn't happen often. Hardly ever happens. I remember Michael Jordan doing it against Cleveland. It doesn't need to, Stephen A., and Philly has to know that. Nick Nurse and his staff have to know that. Listen, Buddy Hield, who hasn't made an open shot yet in this series, is going to have to do that. Tobias Harris, who I know has defensive responsibilities that are very serious, is still going to have to give him more than 8 or 9 points in a game. Kelly Oubre's actually been doing that the last couple of games, giving them open shooting. It's going to have to be an ensemble team effort. And where should that effort be happening more easily? In Philadelphia, at home. We are reminded often that role players are better at home. Mm-hmm. Well, okay, they're at home. It's time. Support Embiid. Don't expect him to have anything near 50, and Philadelphia should win this game and even this series today.
Well, it would help if they're able to have Mitchell Robinson. Obviously, we saw him in that last game suffer a left ankle sprain after he got tangled up, that's how we'll put it nicely, with Joel Embiid. Woj, what are the Knicks' plans for him for Game 4?
Mitchell Robinson has been ruled out now for Game 4. Okay. I had been told he was warming up with the intent to play today, but he can't go. And that left ankle, the Knicks were angry about that Joel Embiid flagrant 1 foul that they thought should have been a flagrant 2, should have been an ejection. Well, they're going to be even angrier today because they're without Mitchell Robinson, and now they've got to rely on Isaiah Hartenstein to play even a bigger role now in trying to slow down Joel Embiid.
Because when you're looking at the backups, you're looking now at Jericho Sims, Precious Achiuwa. This is a huge blow to the Knicks, Stephen A.
It's a huge blow. Those 6 fouls, it's an additional rebound and shot blocker. There's no way to deny that. But now I got to lean on my man Big Perk, and I got to lean on his suggestion yesterday. Take Anunoby and put him on Joel Embiid, since Joel Embiid doesn't want to play down low with his back to the basket, requiring him to exert more lift with that left leg, that left knee bothering him so much. He wants to be out on the perimeter. Let somebody like Anunoby be out there against him, who's smart enough not to pick up 2 fouls in 5 minutes and stuff like that. Let him try. You got to try something if you're Tom Thibodeau, but I'm sick over this.
But if you're the Knicks fan base, don't get discouraged. This has been their story all season long. Next man up. You talk about Jericho Sims, Precious Achiuwa, right, coming in, filling in.
I like Precious.
Yeah, in the backup minutes. But also, you know, Hartenstein plays some great defense. Joel Embiid just had better offense, okay? He just have to stay out of foul trouble. I think we'll see more of Tom Thibodeau adjustments for sending double teams at Joel Embiid and say, you know what, somebody else got to beat him.
Sixers 55% from the field, 48% from three-point range, 85% from the free throw line in Game 3. That cannot happen again today if the Knicks are going to win this game.
Not to mention it was one of Joel Embiid, if not his best jump shooting game of his career, certainly one of them.